Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the show. I'm your host, Natasha Molina, and today we're going to be talking with Marta Knight. We're so excited to have you here today, Marta. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. Well, I'm struggling with COVID at the moment, but yeah, I'm doing fine.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're hoping you get better soon. We're so sorry to hear that. But okay, so let's try to make you feel a little bit better by talking about all the amazing stuff that you've worked on. And starting off, I want you to tell us a little bit about how you first got started in music.
Well, I started writing songs when I was 13, I think. I learned how to play the guitar. First it was classic guitar, and then I bought an acoustic one, and now I play electric guitar. And then I went to record an EP, and it got on the radio, and somehow Idoia from Perdia Music heard it on the radio, and she wanted to do management and booking for me.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. At such a young age as well. And one thing that I love about your music, and one thing that I've heard you've even said yourself, is that your music soundtracks like the late night confessions that people usually have to say. And I was just wondering, what about these late night hours inspires you?
Well, it's when everybody is sleeping, and when I can finally listen to myself and do all the things that I've been postponing all day, like think about my things and do more creative stuff. I think everybody gets more creative past 12 p.m.
I definitely am with you there. I'm one of those late night creatives as well. I don't know, it's something about the late night, like you say, everybody else is asleep and there's just like a small part of, wherever you are that's like awake and alive. And it's just something so motivating in that time where it's like you're alone with your own thoughts and you're forced to just deal with it. So I also wanted to touch upon the fact that you are going to be representing Sound by Spain at Sound by Spain at South by Southwest this year in Austin, Texas. That's incredible. How do you feel?
Well, I'm so glad that I've been given this opportunity, and I'm also very happy that it exists. Sounds from Spain, and yeah, I'm just very happy to be able to represent um, more or less the music from my country.
Yeah. And you're from Barcelona, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel being from Barcelona and then bringing in your sound from there inspires you in your daily life and your music as well?
In what sense?
Whether it's the sound of your music and the way that you write and compose.
Well, I think there are many musicians here in Barcelona, and we inspire each other. And yeah, there are many girls like me who do music, like they write songs with their guitar like me, and I think yeah, that we inspire each other.
Oh, I love that. That's great. Women empowerment and more women in music is what we need. So I'm so happy to hear that. Now, I wanted to congratulate you because as of today, you've just announced the release of your upcoming LP, Strange Times Forever. It's amazing. I've already been like researching into it, and you've already released a little bit about it. So I wanted to hear from your perspective now that you've officially made the announcement. What can we expect from this new record?
Well, I think it's interesting in sound because it's got more delicate elements like a delicate keyboard or delicate guitars, but it also has some urban elements that Paulintor incorporated, and that's why I think it's kind of eclectic because it mixes both things, and I like to listen to that.
I love that. And what kind of artists, whether they're from your own country or just any other artists in general, do you feel inspire you?
Well, I listen to a lot of different music. The band that first inspired me was Oasis, um, but at the moment I'm listening to Clairo. Um, Now I'm discovering Kali Uchis. I don't know. Yeah, and Phoebe Bridgers as well.
There's a lot of great names upon the ones that you just mentioned, so I love that. I'm also the kind of person that just listens to every kind of genre as long as you vibe with the music, because I believe music is a universal language. Even if it's a language you can't even understand, you just vibe with the music, and I love that about it. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the record that we just mentioned you're going to be releasing in the upcoming months. It's a record that you get really open, honest, and sincere in, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I was reading that for your track "I'm Here," that was a very special record for you because of the story behind it. I was wondering if you can share a little bit about that.
I'm Here is about anxiety and dissociation, which I've struggled with since I was like 14, I think. I feel better about it now, but there was a time when it really, well, I really struggled with it. And with I'm Here, I try to express the worst, yeah, the worst things about anxiety, and also how to go through it.
Okay. I'm sure that you're not alone in this. I mean, I know you're not alone in this. All of your fans, I'm sure, can relate to this in some way, shape, or form. So I also wanted to ask you, what kind of advice would you give to them when it comes to dealing with anxiety or being under pressure?
Well, in some way, that's what the song is about. It's about reminding yourself that you're there, and to bring yourself back to the moment and to the present time. But that's easy to say and hard to do. So I would say, remember that not everything that you think is real, and that your mind is going to play tricks on you sometimes and make you think that the worst is going to happen, but it's not real.
Love that. Thank you for sharing that. I can't imagine that writing this was easy for you, or was it more of just like pouring your heart out and it just came out like that?
Yeah, most of my songs just come out easily.
And then to release something like this, I mean, one thing is writing it, but then also to release it to your fans, is that something that's easy for you to share, or is it something that's like a little bit scary at first?
Like releasing the songs.
Not your songs in general, but specifically with a song like this where you're really diving into some personal life things, is that easy for you to just share?
It's easy for me, but sometimes I prefer not to do it because I also like it when somebody listens to a song and they think it's about something that they can relate to, but really it's about something else.
I love that. So another track that I found really interesting was the title track, Strange Times Forever. So this is a song that is about writer's block, and I just love all the concepts on these tracks. Like honestly, this one is something I feel like I can relate to definitely. I mean, who doesn't have writer's block at some moments? So can you tell us a little bit about this song?
Well, it's about writer's block and about feeling blocked in general, really. It's called Strange Times Forever, not because of COVID, but kind of because of COVID as well. Um, it's more than that. It's about the film Fight Club. There's this line that says, "You met me at a very strange time in my life." And one day I saw on the internet that quote, and it said underneath, "Well, when is it not a strange time? When is a better time?" And it made me think about COVID, how we're always saying that we're living in very strange times, but really, mm, it's always been strange, and it will get stranger.
That's so beautiful and interesting at the same time. So that's the reasoning behind the title and the album then? Oh, that's
Yeah.
really, I love that. Strange times forever. That's a beautiful phrase. Now, I want you to tell us what's next for you after this album. What can we expect to hear from you, Marta?
After the album,
Yes, we're leading up to it as well. Tell us how you're feeling.
well, I'm very excited. I feel like we're halfway through it. In June, the whole album will come out, and I'm just very excited. I've had a lot of patience until now because we've had it recorded for almost like a year now, and the songs have been written for longer than that. So yeah.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations again, Marta. We're so excited for the release of the album and to see all of the feedback from the fans.
Thank you.